Hello students, good afternoon and I welcome you to Extramarks portal. And today we are going to discuss about the CBSE pattern. ठीक है? So before we start, I want to know कि आप लोगों को किस तरह का confusion है. और उससे भी पहले मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ कि ये जो names लिखे हुए हैं gamer, etc. exactly आपके real names क्या हैं? Okay, so that मैं आपको आपके नाम के साथ बुला सकूँ. Right? Okay, so I can see there is somebody named as Alka and there is some Rohan who is saying that he's from Dubai. Okay, so I would also like to know which places you are from. Okay, good. I can see Krishna is saying hello ma'am. Hello Krishna. Great. Alright, so please keep pouring in. So I can see a lot of students have already joined in. So what I want is that tell me which places you are from and what are your real names. And I can also see a lot of parents have also joined in. So hello and welcome everyone. Right, so I hope you all are doing good and you all are feeling awesome. Okay. So now, I know there is a lot of confusion about the new CBSE pattern and whatever your confusion is today, we are going to solve it point by point and each point will be made clear to you. So अगर आपको कोई भी confusion है, please write it in the chat. So as I can read that some of you are having issues with the online होगा exam या offline होगा exam, school में होगा exam and as Ishika has written कि exams होगा भी या नहीं. Okay, so ये सारी चीज़ों को आज हम क्लियर करेंगे, ठीक है, आज के सेशन में. So I hope you all are ready and yes, keep responding in the chat. Okay, I can see Raina is also from Dubai. Hello Raina. Okay, so let's move on. So Charles Darwin like long back said this thing that it is not the strongest or the most intelligent person who is going to survive, but what do you think, which kind of people are going to survive? Yes, please write it in the chat. Okay, very good. So yes, as I can see, those you have written it right. Okay, वो लोग जो कि चेंज को बेस्ट अडेप्ट कर सकते हैं. सो राइट, तो अब क्या चेंजेस आ रहे हैं? बिकॉज ऑफ पैंडेमिक सबसे ज़्यादा चेंजेस एजुकेशन सेक्टर ने फेस किए हैं. ठीक है, बहुत ज़्यादा रिफॉर्म्स किए जा रहे हैं जिसके बारे में आज हमें ये नॉलेज मिलेगी. ठीक है, सो प्लीज़ बहुत सारा कन्फ्यूजन है अबाउट ऑनलाइन एंड ऑफलाइन एग्जाम. तो आपका जो भी पर्सनल कन्फ्यूजन है प्लीज़ राइट इट इन दी चैट. ओके, सो एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स क्या करने वाला है? एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स चाहता है कि हर स्टूडेंट को क्वालिटी एजुकेशन मिले, चाहे वो कहीं पर भी हो, किसी भी वर्ल्ड के कॉर्नर में हो, कहीं पर भी हो, किसी भी लेवल पर हो. ठीक है, एंड उनके सारे ड्रीम्स, एस्पिरेशंस एंड होप्स को वो अचीव कर सके, वो अपना फुल पोटेंशियल अचीव कर सके. ठीक है, सो लेट्स मूव ऑन विद दिस थिंग इन माइंड. Some students, as I can see, have joined in late. Right, for them I'm going to repeat what is today's agenda, but why don't I take some input from you people, right? So in the chat box please write what are we going to do today. Yes, you are right, we are going to definitely talk about the CBSE special scheme. Okay, so ये scheme क्या है? What are the changes? We are going to talk about it, right? Second thing that we are going to talk about is term 1 में क्या होगा, term 2 में क्या होगा, और exactly term 1 and term 2 है क्या चीज़. Okay, next what we are going to discuss is about the weightage, कि क्या weightage रहेगी. Okay, इस चीज़ के बारे में पहले थोड़ा सा confusion था जो कि अब बिल्कुल clear है और हम आपको वो आज बताएंगे. Okay, finally we are going to talk about the special conditions, right? So what are the special conditions जिनके जो कि डिसाइड करेंगी कि आपके जो पैटर्न्स है, ठीक है, कि एग्ज़ाम ऑनलाइन होगा या ऑफलाइन होगा, इस चीज़ के बारे में. ओके, चीज़ें क्लियर है? तो आज हम लोग क्या डिस्कस करने वाले हैं? हम आज ये सब कुछ डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. ओके, सो लेट्स मूव ऑन फ्रॉम हेयर. सो सबसे पहले CBSE स्पेशल स्कीम के बारे में. ठीक है, सो अर्लियर व्हाट यूज्ड टू हैपन इज वी यूज्ड टू हैव आवर एनुअल एग्जाम एट द एंड ऑफ द सेशन, दैट इज अप्रैल एंड मार्च. राइट, मार्च अप्रैल में हम लोग क्या करते थे? एग्जाम देते थे, थोड़ा सा पढ़ते थे, पूरे साल का सिलेबस, बहुत सारा सिलेबस जो हमें बहुत ज़्यादा बर्डन अप करता था. बट थिंग्स आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी लाइक दैट. ओके, सो yeah, things are not going to be like that. So what are things are going to change? So चीज़ें क्या चेंज आ रही है? वो ये आ रहा है कि आपके जो एग्ज़ाम होगा, आपका जो पूरा एकेडमिक सेशन होगा वो 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड होगा, टर्म 1 एंड टर्म 2. ठीक है, एंड देन दूसरी चीज़ है कि 50% जो होगा सिलेबस आएगा टर्म 1 में एंड टर्म 2 में. और एक बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन जो स्टूडेंट्स पूछते हैं वो ये है कि क्या टर्म 1 का सिलेबस टर्म 2 में रिपीट होगा? तो इसका एक सिंपल आंसर है, वो रिपीट नहीं होगा. ओके, सो आई कैन सी या चैट इज ओपन, यू कैन आंसर इट इन दी चैट डेफिनेटली. ओके, I can read your answers and that you have, yes, we have 2 terms. Very good. Okay, so second चीज़ जो हम बात करेंगे वो है सिलेबस के बारे में, ठीक है. सो सिलेबस के बारे में, सिलेबस के लिए लिखा गया कि सिलेबस रैशनलाइज्ड हो गया है, ठीक है. सिलेबस रैशनलाइज्ड हो चुका है और इस चीज़ के नोटिफिकेशन जो है वो ऑलरेडी आउट हो चुके हैं. आप लोगों के साथ हम नेक्स्ट सेशन में डिस्कस करेंगे. दूसरी चीज़ ये है कि जो सिलेबस होगा वो आर्बिट्रेरली नहीं बल्कि देखा जाएगा कि कॉन्सेप्ट्स जो है वो आपस में इंटरकनेक्टेड हैं, ठीक है. और ताकि बच्चों के लिए इट मेक्स सेंस एंड लर्निंग इज इंजॉयबल एंड उनको इन डेप्थ लर्निंग मिले एंड लर्निंग आउटकम्स भी अच्छे हो, ठीक है. Alright. Okay, so यहाँ तक सबको क्लियर है? Any doubts if you have, please write it in the chat and we'll get back to you. I'll answer. Okay. Now आगे चीज़ हम चलते हैं वो है about the इंटरनल असेसमेंट. ओके, अब इंटरनल असेसमेंट जो है वो स्कूल देता है. वन थिंग इज क्लियर नाउ इज so CBSE is going to make sure that your internal assessment is valid, it is reliable, okay, and it is flexible and it is credible. What does it mean? It means कि कोई भी अपनी मर्जी से, ठीक है, मार्क्स नहीं देगा बल्कि CBSE एक गाइडलाइन देगा जिसके बेसिस पर आपको मार्क्स अलॉट होंगे. साथ में एक स्टूडेंट्स रिपोजिटरी बनाई जाएगी जिस रिपोजिटरी के अंदर डिजिटल फॉर्मेट में एविडेंसेस रखे जाएंगे ताकि एक सिस्टमैटिक वे से आपको मार्क्स अलॉट हो. Okay, I hope that is clear. Okay, any doubts so far? Okay, so अब मैं फटाफट एक चीज़ पूछूंगी and you have to write it in the chat quickly. How many terms we have? And second question is that क्या term 1 का syllabus term 1 में repeat, term 2 में repeat होगा या नहीं? Okay, please write that in the chat and I want to see the answers immediately. Okay, Dynamo Gaming, I want to know your real name. Alka Mishra says, okay, no problems. Okay, things are getting clear. She's really happy about it. Okay, Samiksha, thank you. ओके, सो अब हम यहाँ से चलते हैं एंड देन वी टॉक अबाउट द करिकुलम ट्रांजैक्शन. सो एज आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट इंटरनल असेसमेंट, तो इंटरनल असेसमेंट के अंदर क्या क्या चीज़ें इंक्लूड होती हैं, ठीक है. सो फर्स्ट थिंग दैट वी हैव इन इंटरनल असेसमेंट इज़ योर 3 पीरियोडिक टेस्ट. तो ये 3 पीरियोडिक टेस्ट क्या होते हैं? ये 3 पीरियोडिक टेस्ट होते हैं आपके यूनिट टेस्ट जो कि आपका सिलेबस या पोर्शन या कोई चैप्टर खत्म होने के बाद स्कूल कंडक्ट करता है. यहाँ पर एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स आपको हेल्प कर सकता है और करता है बिकॉज वी हैव अ वेरी बिग, अ वेरी ह्यूज, अ जाइगैंटिक रिपोजिटरी ऑफ क्वेश्चंस बेस्ड ऑन द लेटेस्ट प्रिस्क्राइब पैटर्न बाय द CBSE, ठीक है. और वो पैटर्न क्या है दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस इन सम टाइम. सेकेंड थिंग जो लिखी गई है वो है स्टूडेंट एनरिचमेंट. सो व्हाट इज द स्टूडेंट एनरिचमेंट? स्टूडेंट एनरिचमेंट इज बेसिकली नथिंग, पर जब आपको टीचर कोई एक टॉपिक देता है ताकि आप उसको और अच्छे से एक्सप्लोर करें, उसको इन डेप्थ पढ़े ताकि आपकी लर्निंग, ताकि आपकी नॉलेज और अच्छे से एनरिच हो, ठीक है. दैट इज़ योर स्टूडेंट एनरिचमेंट. फिर पोर्टफोलियो, आपको कई सारे असाइनमेंट्स दिए जाते हैं प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म में या प्रोसेस फॉर्म में जिसका आप रिकॉर्ड बनाते हैं, ठीक है. दैट इज़ योर पोर्टफोलियो. एंड फाइनली प्रैक्टिकल वर्क, स्पीकिंग, लिसनिंग एक्टिविटीज़ एंड प्रोजेक्ट, इन पर भी आपको मार्क्स मिलेंगे, ठीक है. पहले इसका अनसर्टेन होता था, स्टूडेंट्स को बहुत ज़्यादा डाउट्स थे कि इन पे मार्क्स हैं या नहीं, क्या ये होंगे या नहीं. तो CBSE ने इसे क्लियर किया है कि इन पे मार्क्स होंगे. एंड यहाँ पे चाहे वो आपका प्रोजेक्ट हो, असाइनमेंट हो, इन सब पे एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स का एक स्पेशल प्रोग्राम है, योर मेंटर प्रोग्राम, ठीक है. यहाँ पे हमारे पास मेंटर्स होते हैं जो आपके इन सारे काम को करने में मदद करते हैं सो दैट यू हैव योर ओन ओरिजिनल वर्क, राइट, एंड यू आर एबल टू अचीव योर बेस्ट पोटेंशियल. ओके, सो दिस इज अबाउट द स्कूल इंटरनल असेसमेंट. अब अगर हम बात करें कि बोर्ड क्या डिज़ाइन करेगा, ठीक है. सो CBSE बोर्ड डिज़ाइन करता है आपका टर्म 1 के एंड में जो एग्जामिनेशन होगा एंड टर्म 2 के एंड में जो एग्जामिनेशन होगा वो CBSE डिज़ाइन करेगा और कंडक्ट करेगा. Okay, so now it's time to talk more about the term 1. Okay, अब हम zoom in करेंगे और अच्छे से बात करेंगे term 1 के बारे में, ठीक है, कि term 1 के end में क्या होगा या उसमें क्या क्या होगा. So first thing जो हमारे पास है वो है कि एग्ज़ाम की डेट क्या होगी. तो CBSE ने ये भी बहुत अच्छे से क्लियर किया है कि that it is going to be in the months of November and December. 4 to 8 वीक्स का विंडो होगा. सो विच एवर पार्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड यू आर, चाहे आप मनीला से हो, चाहे आप दुबई से हो, चाहे आप इंडिया के किसी भी पार्ट से हो, दिल्ली से या भोपाल से, राइट. सो वहाँ पर इसी टाइम के बीच में एक फ्लेक्सिबल वे से आपके ये एग्जाम्स को कंडक्ट करवाया जाएगा. ओके, मेक सेंस? या ओके, गुड. आई कैन सी सम आंसर्स. गुड, यस, अक्षत सेज यस मैम। ओके, नेक्स्ट चीज़ जो आपको ध्यान में रखनी है वो ये है कि एग्ज़ाम्स जो होंगे, जो ये पेपर्स आपके कंडक्ट होंगे बोर्ड के 10th क्लास के, ओके, ये सीबीएसई ही डिज़ाइन करेगा, स्कूल्स डिज़ाइन नहीं करेंगे, ठीक है, सीबीएसई डिज़ाइन करेगा। और राइट, इसी के साथ जो मार्किंग स्कीम है वो भी स्कूल से ही आएगी, आई मीन सीबीएसई से ही आएगी। फाइनली एग्ज़ाम्स जो होंगे वो चाहे ऑनलाइन मोड में हो चाहे ऑफलाइन मोड में हो, ठीक है, एक एक्सटर्नल सुपरवाइजर ही वहाँ पर प्रेजेंट होगा। सो दिस इज़ वन थिंग। अगर हम और बात करें टर्म 1 के बारे में, तो एक जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है वो है क्वेश्चन पेपर बेस्ड ऑन केस स्टडी एंड असर्शन रीजन टाइप्स। सो एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स यहाँ पे एक बहुत बड़ी, जैसे कि मैंने कहा, एक रिपोजिटरी रखता है और हम पिछले 1 साल से काम कर रहे हैं, 1.5 साल से, ताकि इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस क्रिएट करें। और इवन एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ दिस सेशन हमने कुछ ऐसे सेशंस कंडक्ट किए हैं जहाँ पे हमने केस स्टडी और असर्शन रीजन बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस किए हैं। सो नो लॉन्गर योर 5-year सैम्पल पेपर्स और प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स आर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू, बट दिस टाइम व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू इज दिस क्वोशिएंट बैंक विच वी हैव। ओके, सो यहाँ पे आप आके हमसे आप किसी भी एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स स्टूडेंट से पूछ सकते हैं। वी हैव कंडक्टेड दैट एंड यू नो इट्स अ ग्रेट सक्सेस। ओके, फाइनली ये जो टर्म 1 का पेपर होगा, इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी फॉर 90 minutes, दैट इज़ 1.5 hour. Okay, finally we have this, that the syllabus is going to be 50%. Okay, 50% of the reduced या rationalized syllabus टर्म 1 में आएगा, जो कि टर्म 2 में रिपीट नहीं होगा, ठीक है। एक तो ये चीज़ है। और फाइनली वन थिंग दैट आई वांट टू, नहीं, रियल फाइनली, ओके, दैट इज़ कि एक स्टूडेंट प्रोफाइल बनाई जाएगी जिसके अंदर आपके जितने भी ये प्रोसेसेस प्रोग्रेस है, जितना भी आपके असेसमेंट्स हुए, उन सब का एविडेंस जो होगा वो डिजिटल फॉर्मेट में सेव किया जाएगा, ठीक है। और उसी के बेसिस पे आपका एक कंटिन्यूस और कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव वे में लर्निंग जो होगा वो दिखाया जाएगा। ओके, सो आपको उसके बेसिस पे मार्क्स मिलेंगे। आई होप थिंग्स आर क्लियर सो फार। If yes, right, yes. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to call my colleague Vishesh sir, who is also the faculty for physics, to come here and tell you more about term 2 and etc. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a warm welcome. So, hello everyone. A very big good afternoon from my side, and I can see that everyone is getting curious after this session. So, yeah, exactly. So, we are going to answer all your questions today itself. Do not worry about the things and changes at all. And exactly. And yeah, as I can see in the chat section that everyone among you is excited about the latest changes in the CBSE pattern. But again, the question remains the same. Sir, term 1 has been told. What about term 2? Sir, are the examinations going to be online or they are going to be offline? Each and every question will be answered right away here on this platform created by Extramarks. So stay tuned, everyone. Do not miss anything. All right. So far you have been told about term 1. In term 1, few people are asking, sir, will there tick the correct answer only? So the answer is yes, there will be tick the correct answer only, but not those simple MCQs only. Along with that, you will be given those case study based questions in which there will be cases, okay, in which there will be cases or paragraph based on which questions will be there. Along with that, that's just one thing. Along with that, assertion reason questions will also be there. All right, so all these types of questions though will be MCQs, but will be little bit different from the original MCQ questions which you actually get. All right, so let's just proceed. So you now know about term 1. What about term 2? Is term 2 gonna be same like term 1? Is term 2 will have equal weightage? Will the marks of the tests in term 1 are going to be same as just like of term 1? Let's just check out. So this term 2 thing is actually going to be held in the month of March or April, okay, by the year end, by the session end, as you can just understand, right? So ये दूसरा board exam होने वाला है. There will be 2 board exams this year. I am hoping that you would have figured out till now. So this is gonna be the second board exam which you will get in the end of the session, right? It will also have the same percentage of the syllabus, like 50% of syllabus was there in term 1. Second, the rest 50% is going to be here, rest half will be here in term 2. The duration of this exam is 120 minutes, little bit different from term 1. Still confused about term 2? Let's just discuss more. Even we are just going to talk about the weightage also, and we are going to talk about the difference between both the terms, with the comparison between both of them, right? So let's just begin. All right, stay tuned everyone. Now, so the question formats, okay, very big point, okay. The question formats will not only be MCQs. MCQs would be also there, but along with that you will get subjective questions also, like the case study, like just like the short answer questions, the long answer type questions. All these questions will be included in term end examination. All right, right? Okay, so term 1 and term 2 will not have the same kind of paper. I guess that's clear to you. Also, this examination, as I told, will be in the session end. All right, so I guess these two things actually define how term 2 is going to be different from term 1. All right, everyone. So I guess it is clear to you what is the difference between term 1 and term 2. Let's just rationalize it more. देख लेते हैं similarity क्या क्या है, देख लेते हैं difference क्या क्या है term 1 और term 2 के बीच में. All right, so let's just see that. So let's talk about the difference. In term 1 question, you only get MCQs, and in term 2 questions, along with the MCQs, you also get subjective questions like short answer, long answer, and all. Do you also have any difference in the mind? Any similarity in the mind? Let me know in the chat section. I am reading each and every chat of yours, right? Each and every message of yours. No boards this year, 2 boards. Oh, come on. The 2 boards here actually, these 2 boards actually, Barnak, are going to be really helpful. You just also see that the syllabus is reduced. Also, term 1 examination is going to be super duper interactive because you get only MCQ questions. Also, you will also be given, if offline exam happened, you will also be given an OMR sheet जिसमें कि आपको सही questions को सही options को darken करना है, and that OMR sheets will be uploaded by your school. As ma'am told you that the examination are going to be held by Cbse. All right, going to be held in the schools only under the supervision of a Cbse superintendent, and they are supposed to be done commenced by this way only, like that of the OMR sheet, and this OMR sheet is going to be submitted by your school to the Cbse. So ये जो सारा कुछ चेकिंग और सारा प्रोसेस है वो सब कुछ वैसा ही होगा जैसा बोर्ड एग्जाम में होता था, लेकिन एक बहुत ही दूसरे और इंटरैक्टिव वे में. सो आई कैन सी अन्विता, सर मैथ्स विल बी टफ. ओ नो 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 अन्विता, एवरीथिंग इज tough or easy according to our perception. Okay, according to the perception of mind, if you practice every day even for 1 hour just maths only, so maths is super easy, and if you do not practice it at all, then maths can be tough, I believe you. All right, so yeah, that's one thing. Yes, Manisha, yeah, how to get MCQ and case study questions for grade 10 in, okay, please reply. Manisha, the answer for your questions is here. We, as few minutes back, ma'am would have told you that we at Extramarks are having a big repository for all these questions. All right, the case study questions, the assertion regions questions. So अब पहले के जैसा नहीं है, like what used to be there for the last previous years, that people used to say that just solve the previous year papers and you will be excelled. Okay, you will be excelling in the CBSE exam. अब ऐसा नहीं होने वाला. अब आप previous 5 years के पेपर solve करके CBSE में excel नहीं कर सकते. Why? Because we have different new types of questions. So in order to just solve all those questions, you really need a big help, a big repository of questions are needed, a big question bank is there, and we at Extramarks are having that question bank. You can just access after joining all those case studies questions and all those assertion reason questions, different MCQs we have been providing our students from the beginning of the session. Yes. Okay, thank you so much, Hitesh, thank you so much. All right, so this at Extramarks is something what we do. Let's just proceed. Let's see और क्या क्या difference है term 1 और term 2 में. So जो दूसरा difference है वो ये है कि यहाँ पे तो एक सिमिलैरिटी की बात है कि दोनों में ही जो वेटेज है दोनों का ही 50-50% है, मतलब टर्म वन भी 50% स्कोर वेटेज रखता है और टर्म टू भी 50% वेटेज रखता है। बाय द एंड ऑफ द ईयर आपका ओवरऑल टर्म वन और टर्म टू के मार्क्स को ऐड किया जाएगा और उसके हिसाब से वेटेज बनाया जाएगा। फाइनल वेटेज जो होगा वो इसी तरीके से टर्म वन और टर्म टू के 50-50% वेटेज पे डिसाइड होगा। बट हियर्स अ कंडीशन, जरूरी नहीं है कि ये 50-50% रहे, सिचुएशंस कैन चेंज इट। ओके, व्हाट सिचुएशंस कैन चेंज इट? Are both of them going to be online or offline? Still you did not answer, sir. All the answers are coming. Just stay tuned and keep listening. All right. So this was one of those things. Next, let's just proceed for the duration. All right. Term 1 examination was going to be for 1.5 hours only, but the term 2 examination is going to be for 2 hours. All right. And obviously it should be, isn't it? It is totally justified because you have the case study. Along with those case study and assertion reason MCQs, you have those subjective questions also, right or not? Okay. हाँ जी हितेश, बिल्कुल. PT exams are also there. I'm just going on that only. All right. So these are some more differences. Let's just talk about some other differences. इन बोथ द एग्जामिनेशंस, पहले क्या होता था, हाफ ईयरली एग्जामिनेशंस स्कूल कंडक्ट करा लेते थे और बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशंस में बोर्ड का सुपरविजन होता था। बट यहाँ पे पूरा का पूरा सुपरचार्ज सुपरविजन का किसके पास है? वो है सीबीएसई बोर्ड के पास। सो दोनों ही एग्जामिनेशन टर्म 1 और टर्म 2 के अंडर एनी सर्कमस्टेंसेस, लेट मी टेल यू, अंडर एनी सर्कमस्टेंसेस, लॉकडाउन नो लॉकडाउन, सब में देखने वाला है बोर्ड ही। हाँ, लेकिन लॉकडाउन और नॉट लॉकडाउन से क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? दैट वी विल डिस्कस, दैट विल एक्चुअली अफेक्ट द वेटेज, राइट? इन व्हाट वे वेटेज विल बी अफेक्टेड? स्टे ट्यून्ड फॉर दैट। ओके, नाउ सम अदर डिफरेंसेस. Location, well, for sure term 1 examination are going to be held at your school only. Okay, that will be home center. अभी someone was asking कि सर home center होगा या कहीं पे जाना पड़ेगा? So term 1 examination का जो center होगा वो home center होगा. By the way, term 2 examination का जो center होगा that you will be given. A center will be provided by the CBSE जो कि आपके एडमिट कार्ड में लिखा रहेगा. But these two conditions are only being followed in the offline mode. All right. Again, you are getting confused with online offline. Okay, give me some time. We'll get on that also. All right. Next, marks will be contributed to final. Yes. ओके, ये नहीं सोचना है कि टर्म 1 को छोड़ो, टर्म 2 में पूरी पढ़ाई कर लेंगे, टर्म 1 में जो एग्जाम हो रहा है वो तो ऐसे ही है, टर्म 2 का रिजल्ट लिखा रहेगा. द एक्चुअल थिंग इज both of the terms are going to be contributing to your final examination. All right. Not only that, term 1 और term 2 के end examinations ही नहीं, बीच में भी ऐसी बहुत सारी चीजें होती रहेंगी, बहुत सारे एग्जाम्स ऐसे होते रहेंगे जो कि आपके टर्म एंड के जो टर्म के मार्क्स हैं उसमें ऐड किए जाएंगे, इंक्लूड किए जाएंगे, राइट? आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. एज मैम टोल्ड यू कि एक पूरी स्टूडेंट की प्रोफाइल बनने वाली है. फ्यू मिनट्स बैक यू हैव बीन टोल्ड कि पूरी स्टूडेंट्स की प्रोफाइल बनने वाली है. सो इन दैट प्रोफाइल ईच एंड एवरीथिंग रिलेटेड टू दीज थिंग्स व्हिच आई एम टेलिंग विल बी रिटन. ओके, फाइनली लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, दोनों का वेटेज 50-50% होने वाला है. बट अगेन दिस इज कंडीशनल. एक स्पेशल कंडीशन में ही ऐसा होगा. ठीक है, क्या है वो स्पेशल कंडीशंस देखेंगे थोड़ी ही देर में. Okay, let's talk about the weightage. Now we have understood both the terms, term 1 and term 2. ठीक है, but इसमें भी एक question है, sir, how much marks is going to be coming from the board? How much marks is going to be coming from the school? Because you have been told few minutes back कि school भी marks देने वाला है, board भी marks देने वाला है. School कुछ चीजों पे marks देगा, board भी कुछ चीजों पे marks देगा. So दोनों में से कौन सा वाला कितना marks देने वाला है? Let's just see that. So children, 100 marks is total there, as you can see in term 1 and term 2 combined. So 50 each, right? Term 1 में कितने हो गए? 50 हो गए. Term 2 में कितने हो गए? 50 हो गए, right? Okay, tell me in the chat section. Clear? Okay. So it is actually divided into 40 marks given by the board. Out of that 50, ठीक है, वो 50 में से 40 की कौन देने वाला है आपको? बोर्ड देने वाला है. और 10 मार्क्स कौन देने वाला है? वो आपका स्कूल देने वाला है. ऑलराइट, सो इस 50 के दो पार्ट्स हुए, 40 एंड 10. बोर्ड क्या करने वाला है? you had seen those term end examination, term 1 का जो end examination है जिसके pattern पे अभी हम बात कर रहे थे, that will be given by the board. Term 2 end examination, okay, we discussed that pattern also. Okay, that will also that 40 marks will be also coming from there only. Now remaining 10 marks from each term means combined for 2 terms how much will be there? Please answer in the chat box. Yes, for 2 terms obviously 20 marks, right or not? Okay, so these 20 marks, okay, these 20 marks, 10 will be comprised of 10 from term 1 and 10 from term 2. So these 10 marks are divided into 4 parts as you have been told in the beginning. In the terms of periodic tests, multiple assessments, portfolios and student enrichment activities. These 10 marks are divided into these 4 parts. Now let me tell you that these periodic tests जो आप में से कुछ लोगों के स्कूल में हुआ PT1 as a few people are telling me, right? So these periodic test thing which you can see here, there are altogether 3 periodic tests that are going to be held throughout the year, right? So बीच में periodic tests होते रहेंगे and then the school is going to conduct multiple assessments in very different sort of things like the languages, some other activities, science projects and different things. So that also will be coming from there. So from here what you can just realize is ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ टर्म 1 में के एंड में अच्छे से पढ़ाई कर लिया और टर्म 2 के एंड में अच्छे से पढ़ाई कर लिया तो हो जाएगा. That is not at all going to happen. You have to actually you don't have to put actually pressure on yourself at the term end. Instead you have to work little bit harder actually throughout the session. So here in the multiple assessments you will be given different projects, different experiments to be conducted. These all things can be included here. Okay, so here Extramarks plays a big role. We have mentors available for you. Okay, once the faculties, as I am also a faculty here on the platform of Extramarks, so what happens is once I finish the class, after finishing my class, students have a lot of doubts, students have projects to be finished, all these things are there. They actually do not get connected to me. They are more connected to their mentors. In fact they're equally connected to their mentors. All right, so they actually get connected to their mentors via WhatsApp groups or personally, and then the mentors help them to solve these problems, to help them in experiments, to help them in different assessments. So over here, as you have seen in many of the flows, not from today, from for a very long time, Extramarks gives you an edge over other peers of yours in these activities. Next comes portfolios. In portfolios you have to make different character sketches, projects related to languages, files, etc. In student enrichment activities, I think you have already understood what is being there, different experiments and all other things which will actually sharpen your knowledge over the concept. So these 4 things are there और इसके होने वाले थे 10 marks. इस तरीके से divide हैं 10 marks आपके. Periodic test will be of 3 marks, multiple assessments of 2 marks, portfolios of 2 marks and then student enrichment activities of 3 marks. Got any question? Are you still confused about it? Please let me know in the chat section. Sir, will there be practical exams for term 1 and term 2? Obviously, Purva, obviously. ये जो मैं आपको student enrichment activities बता रहा हूँ, ठीक है, या फिर multiple assessments, ठीक है, इन्हीं में से एक में practical examination लिए जाएंगे. I want to know about the new batches. Well, the new batches are really gonna start very soon, so do not miss at all. Okay, really Extramarks is the best learning helper. Exactly. I really agree with you. Okay, let's proceed with this. I hope this is clear to you how term 1 and term 2 marks are bifurcated. All right, let's just proceed after weightage. Let's just proceed with the total learning things. Okay, so at Extramarks we actually provide you something like this LPT things, learn, practice, test, which gives you an edge over the others while you're learning. So learning becomes super easy. How does it happen? Let me tell you. similar to what we have discussed few minutes back in the previous slides, what we have discussed, that what kind of continuation of learning is gonna be there, continuous and comprehensive learning is there. In the same way, Extramarks also discusses each concept. After a faculty finishes the class, after one of the faculties finishes the class on any of the topic, all right, the student gets the homework on the same topic immediately on the same day. All those in the homework, all the questions which are there are all MCQs. So you're gonna have to select, okay, you're gonna have to select the correct answer for all those questions. Also, these questions from this year only from the last year are case study based and assertion reason based, more for class 10th itself, to help them excel more over these types of questions. All right, so once you learn the concept, you have the option for better learning. How? You are allowed to talk to the faculty within the class itself. You are also allowed to ask your doubt, okay? You are also allowed to discuss your doubt with your mentors who is available after the class, also via the WhatsApp groups. Also, you get to practice via the homeworks. I told you, those homeworks which you get, you can practice the homeworks over there. You're right, all right? Those homeworks are strictly based on the Cbse pattern, the pattern in which, the questions which can come, the type of questions which can come in your examination. All right, so that is being done. That is one of the parts of the practice, all right? And then we have tests, all right, where we give you after the end of the week, whatever you have studied throughout the week, we have weekly tests for you, and after the end of the chapter, we have worksheets for you also. So all this actually conclude to just one thing, that Extramarks gives you the experience of personalized learning, okay? So all you need to do is just be focused on your studies, and that's it. So got any questions? Please let me know. Do not forget. Exactly. Yeah, sir, how 40 marks of PT converted to 3 marks by school? Well, that's a simple ratio maths that you have already learned in class 8th or 9th only. By that simple method, those 40 marks are gonna be converted by 3 marks, and that's what something we called weightage. All right. Now, so far we have discussed everything about. Let's just see what we have discussed till now. We have discussed about the special scheme introduced by Cbse. What special scheme Cbse has introduced? Cbse said there won't be pressurized board exams. Instead, the board exams will be divided into 2 terms. So you have term 1 board exam and term 2 board exam. All right. Number 2, we understood that in term 1, 50% of syllabus only will come, and in term 2, this rationalized syllabus pattern will be followed. So rest 50%, rest half will be there in term 2 itself. Okay, that was all those about those 2 terms. Then we learned what is the difference between them, and then we understood how is the weightage divided among the school and the board, and how they are gonna give you the marks based on your learning. All right, so this is 21st century change, all right, that has been brought by the Cbse, and we are going to excel over that, right? So I think each and everything is clear to you by now, but sir, एक confusion तो रह गया. हमने ये discuss नहीं करा कि ऑनलाइन कौन सा एग्जाम होगा, ऑफलाइन कौन सा एग्जाम होगा. Exactly, I told you that the weightage is not clear. It is not sure that 50% will be there. So it is something which we are going to discuss. So stay tuned and stay focused on the screen itself. Okay, sir, please tell the reduced syllabus. बिल्कुल अंजलि, the reduced chapter wise syllabus will be discussed within the while. Please keep checking out our videos. Please keep looking for our new videos. In the coming few days, new videos will be there where subject wise videos will come, where we will be discussing subject wise changes and reductions in the syllabus. Still, what I am telling you is generalized for all the subjects of from your syllabus, but for different subjects, cases can be different, right? So for those, you will have to be stay tuned, because we will be soon releasing new videos for the subject wise changes. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you want to know about the syllabus, sir? What about half yearly exam? Komal, the half yearly exam is now called term 1 exam, and it will be the board exam, all right, conducted by the board, as I told few minutes back. But let's come on the main topic, which you have, which for which you people have been curious for a long time, that, sir, what is the weightage and which exams are going to be online and which exams are going to be offline. As we have seen in the recent years, children, this pandemic situation has forced many of us to compromise with a lot of things, and so the same has been happened with us students also, right? With you students also, that we had been forced to stay at home only. We had been forced for being unable not to go to the school, right? Unable to go to the school, right? So if these kinds of situations occurs, this time the exams is not going to be cancelled. I have seen the comment where someone has asked that are the exams going to be cancelled. So the thing is, no, this time in any case, come what may, the exams are not going to be cancelled. So what if lockdown occurs at the time of term 1 and examination, I mean the month of November, December? What if lockdown occurs at the time of term 2 and examination, that is the time of April or May or March? Okay, so what if these kinds of things happen? For these also, Cbse has given special conditions that in what way examinations will be conducted. So let's just see. Okay, ready? Okay, so first thing first. Okay, it is supposed that, and we also pray that everything is going to be normal, no change is gonna be there, all right? So the situation is going to be improved. We are hopeful. In that positive case, if no lockdown occurs in term 1 and term 2 end, that is November December and March April, अगर इन दोनों में कोई term and lockdown नहीं होता है, so in that case the examinations will be held in the same way we have discussed few minutes back. That means term 1 and examination will be there, will be in your school only and will be taken on the OMR sheet. ठीक है, वो तो होने ही वाला है, OMR sheet पे होने वाला है, and you are going to get MCQs only for that, right? No subjective questions. And term 2 examination will be subjective and will be given on the center provided by the board and will be written in your admit cards, right? Sir, pre-board will be held or not? See, pre-board is something, Mitanshi, that schools actually decide. So obviously schools are going to take so many exams. They will assure that you actually get prepared. So for schools, the purpose of pre-board examinations is to make you prepared or to make your mindset ready for board examination. That schools will ensure by one way or the other. Okay, so that is the first case. Okay, second situation is, what if there is a problem that one of the problem comes? Well, that means if lockdown occurs during, okay, November, December, if the schools are forced to close during the month of term 1 examination, but not during the term 2 examination, then in that case what will happen? Well, in that case term 2 weightage will increase. Yes, this time 50-50 weightage will not be followed. अब 50% का weightage नहीं रहेगा, अब weightage बढ़ जाएगा. term 2 का बढ़ जाएगा, term 1 का कम हो जाएगा, because board understands that in this situation you will not be, okay, you will be able to, you will be able to perform, you may not be able to perform better in that case. All right, so this is the situation B. Well, there is another case also. What if the opposite of this happens? That means if the schools are closed during the term 2 examination, that is during the month of March or April, but are open during the month of term 1 examination. In that case, term 1 examination will be held offline at your school, but term 2 examinations will be online and will be given from your home only, right? But in this case also, the weightage 50-50% percentage weightage will be disturbed. This means in that case term 1 examinations will have more weightage and term 2 examinations will have less weightage. ठीक है, क्लियर, सबको समझ में आ गया, right? Okay, exactly, yeah, thank you so much. How many questions will be there in term 1 examination? Well, that pattern has been announced by the CBSE. We will discuss subject wise, okay, subject wise papers and preparation methods and changes in our coming videos. Please keep on checking out our new videos for the same. All right, so that's one of those things. Next comes another unfortunate condition. What if another condition occurs, that if in case the pandemic forces to keep the schools closed during both the terms, term 1 में भी स्कूल क्लोज रहता है, term 2 में भी स्कूल क्लोज रहता है, अगर ऐसा हुआ, then what will happen? Then both the exams will be online and both will have equal weightage. Okay, now you have understood that in both the cases, okay, in all the cases, there were 4 cases, no? 4 cases, याद हो गया सबको 4 cases? हाँ सर, इफ लॉकडाउन हैपेंस इन बोथ टर्म्स देन एग्जैक्टली आर्यन उसी का आंसर है यहाँ पे कि अगर दोनों टर्म में लॉकडाउन हुआ तो फिर दोनों टर्म ही ऑनलाइन होंगे, दोनों टर्म एंड एग्जामिनेशंस ऑनलाइन होंगे, दैट इज नंबर 1. एंड नंबर 2, दोनों ही एग्जाम्स का जो वेटेज होगा, दोनों ही टर्म्स का जो वेटेज होगा वो बराबर होने वाला है, दैट इज गोना बी equal. So it actually makes sense, all right? It actually is understandable for all of us, okay? It is totally clear to all of us that what will happen if the lockdown occurs, if the pandemic still hits us, and what will happen if it does not. But what is notable thing here, notable thing is that in both the cases, in all the 4 cases, the exams are not gonna be cancelled. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Your all your preparation and all your hard work is not gonna go in vain. There still will be examinations in any of the cases. All right, so these were the 4 situations that has been given by the CBSE. I hope आप सबको clear हो गया होगा. Still you are not sure? चलो let's discuss it. Okay, चलो फिर से एक बार discuss कर लेते हैं एक एक करके. So first case क्या है? अगर term 1 और term 2 दोनों ही ऑफलाइन होते हैं, दिस इज द मोस्ट फॉर्चुनेट केस. ठीक है, नो लॉकडाउन occurs in term 1 also and term 2 also. In this scenario, term 1 and term 2 will have equal weightage, दोनों का ही weightage इक्वल होगा. सेकेंड केस इज अगर टर्म 1 ऑनलाइन हो गया और टर्म 2 ऑफलाइन हुआ, मतलब टर्म 1 में स्कूल बंद रहे और आपको घर से एग्जाम देना पड़ा और टर्म 2 में आप जा पाओगे स्कूल, तो उस केस में क्या होगा? टर्म 1 का जो वेटेज होगा वो टर्म 2 से कम होगा. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट कंडीशन ये कहती है कि अगर टर्म 1 ऑफलाइन हुआ और टर्म 2 में स्कूल्स क्लोज हो गए, टर्म 2 ऑनलाइन हुआ, उस केस में क्या होगा? टर्म 1 का वेटेज जो है टर्म 2 से ज्यादा होगा. एंड लास्ट केस इज इफ टर्म 1 हैज एंड टर्म 2 बोथ आर ऑनलाइन. अगर दोनों ऑनलाइन हो जाते हैं, उस केस में दोनों का वेटेज इक्वल होगा. सो दिस फिगर्स में वेरी मच क्लियर्स आवर डाउट. आई गेस इस बारे में अब किसी को कोई डाउट नहीं है. ठीक है, सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर फ्रॉम दिस साइड. टुडे वी हैव डिस्कस्ड अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. टुडे वी डिस्कस्ड how CBSE schemes for the board examinations has been changed, how this is going to affect your curriculum, your pedagogy, and each and everything related to your syllabus. Also, though we did not discuss subject-wise changes, but that was also not possible, but we actually discussed the weightage part. The weightage confusion is being cleared. Okay. And also, I also told you how Extramarks is gonna be helping you to give you an edge over every changes, okay, over your peers because of every change that has been occurred. So now the floor is open for all your questions. Please present or please give all. Please ask your questions. अगर आपके पास कोई भी question हो तो I am reading all your questions here and will be answering. Sir, will we have pre-board? Well, this is totally dependent on the school. Schools will decide they are going to take pre-board or not. टर्म फर्स्ट में ओनली MCQ ही आएगा क्या? सो इशिका, टर्म 1 में MCQs तो आएंगे, लेकिन वो केस स्टडी बेस्ड MCQs होंगे और assertion reason based MCQs होंगे. So make sure you are practicing from a platform which has a bunch of big repository question bank, right? So if you are practicing, that's amazing, right? Amazing facts to learn. I already answered this. Ki we will have pre-boards or not, that is totally dependent on the school. They are going to take periodic tests, they can take pre-board. Sir, when will subject wise videos come? Very soon Shambhavi, बहुत जल्दी हमारे subject wise videos भी आएंगे, ठीक है, जिसमें कि हम डिस्कस करेंगे हर एक सब्जेक्ट में कैसे किस तरीके के चेंजेस आए हैं. सर, फिलअप will come or not in term 1? Well, all the questions are of MCQs only, ठीक है विकास. So all the questions will be of MCQ types only, ठीक है. Thank you Akshay, thank you so much. Dynamo, sir, how online exams are going to be held this year? अगर in case अगर किसी भी term 1 और term 2 end में pandemic रहता है, ठीक है, if the schools are not open, then online exams are gonna be there only. Deep Probs is asking, what is grade system? Grade system means you will be given marks you will be given some grades according to the marks, but this is not going to be followed this year itself. Sir, is this for class 9 also? Swayam, no, this is for class 10 only, for the students which are going to give board examinations in the year 2022, but is also important for class 9th students because they may have same pattern the next year also, and the schools most of the times follow the pattern for class 9th which is there for class 10th, right? Okay Sanjana, that's good. Do you know Tamil? Okay. Sir, can we leave if all doubts are clear? Obviously. Sir, term 1 and term 2 will be for 9th as well. Well, that schools will decide. By the way, different schools will have different approach for class 9th. But yeah, in most of the cases, it will be there. In this, is this? Okay. Yeah. This is for the Cbse, wherever, not for any country specifically, but for Cbse. Cbse is present in many countries. You may be from Dubai, you may be from Nepal, you may be from Manila, okay, in all the cases, okay, yeah. Sir, there are 50% both in marks, okay, all right, okay. So as we have cleared all my queries, that's nice. So as we have learned, as we have been very clear that what are the changes we have seen, and how being at Extramarks, joining Extramarks give you an edge over others because of having a big question repository for all those case studies and MCQs based on assertion reason, a comprehensive and continuous learning system provided by Extramarks is also a big help. Other than that, the query system, all right, other than that, the query system or the question solving methodologies, the mentor program, or all those things which will help you out and can help you being excelled over the topics. Yes sir, papers will be of how many marks? There the term end examinations will be of 40 marks. So yeah, exactly. Most welcome everyone. So that's all for today. This was it, and I hope all your doubts are cleared from this session only, and I wish you all the best for your 2022 board examinations, and will actually like to let you know that if you practice hard, okay, anything or everything is achievable. So that's all from my side. My name is Vishesh and this is Extramarks. I'm gonna sign off, and I wish you have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe,